This game is rated M for mature. Hey guys, what's up? Pitmarthroy here, and welcome back to Let's Play Bioshock Infinite. In the last episode, and I have actually edited both episodes, and so I did change around with the audio settings a little bit, and I'll talk about that shortly. In the last episode, we were told not to pick number 77 at the raffle, and said screw that and picked it anyway. And as a result, we are basically now a wanted criminal, but, I mean, let's face it, that was bound to happen anyway. In this episode, we're going to be starting by picking up some of the rewards from the Early Bird DLC. Now, unlike the rewards with the Golden Machine Gun and Golden Pistol, these actually will affect your gameplay, so I will give you a fair warning about that. This is, I would say, a quote-unquote unfair advantage, but with how I was playing with very close calls last time, I might need all the help I can get. So, that being said, let's continue on our magical journey. This room right here, I already showed the kinetoscopes in the last episode, but in here you'll be given all of your rewards. There's one thing in here that's not the case.
Why are you following me?
We were already here.
Why are you following us?
I ought to shoot you.
Aperitif.
But yeah, we'll talk to the Lutesses very shortly here. The rewards for the Early Bird DLC, as soon as I'm done picking up everything here, and not paying attention to what's actually benefiting me and what's not, is you are given a bunch of these little vials that are switching between colors, and also these right here. These are gear pieces, so we'll start with these. Going throughout the game, you'll just find these around. You know, it's like ammo drops. Of course, they're more rare. You can wear a hat, a pair of pants, a pair of shoes, and a pair of and a shirt. A pair of shirts. And each piece of gear will give you something different. In the case of the Early Bird DLC, all the parts are different, and it's one of each, and they're all the same. So, Ghost Soldier, killing with a Vigor Trap has a 70% chance to cause the enemy gun to become a ghostly ally for a few seconds. So we'll take that. The Hat, Electric Punch, 70% chance that a melee target is stunned. Victim is vulnerable for 4 seconds. Way to mumble that, vulnerable. The Boots, Eagle Strike, increase weapon damage by 50% on skylines. We'll be seeing what those are later. And Ammo Advantage increases clip size for all weapons by 75%. Very, very nice piece indeed right there. In fact, I'm actually going to go, because I think it will now let me pick up that extra ammo. Will it not? It will. Very nice. Yeah, the clip size is definitely very nice. So if you go into options, if you find other gear pieces that you want, you can switch them out here. If you click on one, you know, you'll see that, and you can scroll between left and right. Obviously, there's no other options right now, but when they become available, you'll be able to switch between them. So, I believe when you pick them up, and don't quote me on this, because again, it's been a while since I played, once you pick up one and you've already got another one, it will ask if you want to equip it over the current one you have, but you can change them at any time, so whatever you feel like is the best option for you. The second things are these infusions. Now, the one that the Lutess is holding over there, that one is always given to you, so you won't worry about that one. We're going to grab these, and you will be given 5 infusions for this DLC. Now, when you come across an infusion, and I'm not going to count these towards the total, and I'm not going to be counting the first one because you will pick it up, but just like you've been seeing with the Voxophones, there are infusions to collect. I will show the little icon for each of those. You can pick 3 different things. You can increase your health, increase your shield, or increase your salts. Now, with how the last episode went, I'm definitely taking a couple for health.
Perfect.
For sure. I'm going to take a couple for salts. And before I pick up the last one, because I kind of want to use the last one on the shield, I'm going to grab the proper shield upgrade here. Adds a magnetic repulsive field around to improve defense.
Oh, what was that?
Surprising.
Surprising that it worked.
Surprising that it didn't kill him.
But a magnetic repulsive field around one's body can come in handy.
If it doesn't kill you.
A fair point.
Yeah, pretty good point. Oh, didn't see there for a second. Either way, the shield basically is like a weaker health bar. It's more susceptible to being damaged. At the same time, it regens if you stay away long enough. So, like most shields in games, it will just regen over time as long as you're not constantly taking damage. And I'm actually tempted to pick up not the shield. I'm tempted to go for the salts or the health again, actually. I'm going to take the salts. Yeah. I feel like that was hopefully the best choice. I don't need any of this. Is there any casher? Yes, there is. There is some stuff lying around here. Probably from where that dude dropped his wallet. I don't know if he's dead or just drunk. Who knows? And I believe that's everything in here. There's like little food upgrade, or food, you know, you can eat and whatnot if you didn't have all that DLC, but the big point is for the DLC and for the shield that she gave you. Let's see what else we can find in here. Just, you can probably guess what we'll be getting next since the machine gun ammo is just popping up all the time. And here we have another Voxophone, so I'll collect some stuff and be quiet.
Father Comstock called on me today to write his biograph. Me. The man pays for exactly 100 pages in advance. Now, I'm half a Jew when I smell silver, so I say, Father, your flock would pay for 1,000. You know, why settle for less? And then the prophet looks to me and says, 100 will suffice, as I know how it ends.
Creepy.
From the Sodom below.
Welcome to the hooks. So, if you remember, we picked up that melee weapon. You know this, the skyhook. Yeah, this is actually what it's for. One of the things you can do is if you see some kind of metal object like this, you can hook onto it with the skyhook because it's magnetic, like so.
Whoa! Damn hook must be magnetized.
And you're able to jump off as well, like so. So it's pretty freaking cool. Love using the hook in this game. It just feels so satisfying. Can I jump down here? I think there's just like a few boxes and stuff. Nothing important here. There we go. Back up. And more importantly, if there's, let's say, you know, a not too intelligent guard that you're close to, you can do a skyline strike like this. Later. I'll be taking that machine gun, thank you. Not going to be using it immediately. I'm actually going to swap back. You can use the mouse wheel to scroll between the two, but I'm not a big machine gun man. I will take that ammo for it, though, and go ahead and reload if it's possible. Okay, that'll work. Now, you don't actually have to hit the V key whenever you're meleeing to do the skyline strike. It's literally just the space bar, so you won't have to worry about that. Here's some salts. I didn't talk about it last episode, but the headshots do additional damage, in case you were curious. I'm actually getting hit. Oh, that's why. Couldn't tell for a minute. That one you can't really reach. I don't think you can hook up there anyway. That doesn't look like it, but getting rid of the turret always helps, of course. Anything else? Some machine gun ammo. I guess I could show it off. I might as well. Switch back here. To mean to change vigors and change weapons. Yo! I do what I want. This thing is really inaccurate, like even more than I remember. Hopefully the music does sound a little bit better here in the sense that it's quieter. I went to the sound effects, so it's not the whole thing that's changed. I just changed the volume and the battle effects, you know, the shooting effects to make it not quite as loud. You'll notice right there where that machine gun just disappeared, that was actually Booker picking up the ammo for it. So kind of like with, if you see the, you know, the upgrades that you already have, it's the same kind of idea here, is if you see a gun that you already own, you'll pick up the ammo for it if you can hold it. You can't dual wield, sadly. Oh, that's where you were. What? Excuse you. Important on you, alright. see the shield coming back right there? That little yellow glow is the shield returning. If I remember correctly from when I played, the shield was what I, like, upgraded the least most of the time, so... Where is... I don't see where that fire is coming from. There we are. And like a lot of battle things, once the music stops, that's when you know you're good. Don't hear anything, so let's keep going.
Everyone stay calm and lock your doors if you can. The Prophet foresaw this day would come, and he is prepared. The answer is not in panic, but in prayer.
What's this doing here? Yeah, it is. Notice something like this looks like an oil slick? It's because it is. So, in case you were curious, yeah, you can use those to your advantage. Just thought I'd point that out when I saw it right there. You can use the oil slicks for your advantage. Okay, sorry, just checking the next Voxophone, make sure everything is good. No, I do not want to switch. Stick with the almighty pistol until we get to a gun that I prefer using. Okay, let's hop here. And hop down here real quick because we've got this and this. More importantly, however, if you hop back up here, you notice you can actually go backwards and down here into like an actual resident's bedroom here. So see what there is to see. I'll head down those stairs in a minute. I think that's all from this room. Whiskey? No, I'll pass, thanks. Silver eagles. And a treasure chest.
Locked.
Naturally, it's locked, of course. We'll be picking up the key for that later, so keep it in mind. Usually, the optional things like this, like finding a key that fits a lock, they're not very common. This is one of the few instances, so we'll be coming back for this later. But I figured I'd grab everything else in here, like this.
Otis works up at the lodge part-time. He took this box from one of their secret ceremonies. And I know for sure there is something dear inside. Problem is, Otis is more fool than not. He didn't bother to also secure a key from the Feathered Brothers to open the damn thing.
So yeah, talking about the fact that, you know, they lost the key, basically. And I'm not going to murder this guy because he's got nothing against me. He doesn't send anybody after you if you keep him alive, so there's no reason for me to hurt him. Toilet, might as well. So that's all we can get from here for now. We'll pick up that chest and its contents later on, but of course we need the key for that, so let's keep going. And yes, I do remember where the key is. You won't have to worry about that. Wine. Nothing else that... Oh, there we go. Take these. Montgomery residence. Dude, violence is always the answer. What are you talking about?
It was bound to happen.
Violence is not a foregone conclusion.
I heard violence. Violence?
Tim, the one they're after. Go. They're looking for you.
Police! We're in need of your assistance!
They're here!
Shh. Keep your voice down.
Okay, be quiet. Oh, they locked the door.
Alright, let's move on.
That works. Thank you. I appreciate it. Do I need to keep whispering? No. Okay, yeah, they locked the door, so, again, people that are slightly on your side, which you will not see that often. I'll go ahead and say that right now. Nothing too important in here, it doesn't appear. Okay, the next one's not for a little ways down the road. Not that far away. Nothing else in here. Some more ammo from the machine gun if you didn't have enough. I don't want the cigarettes. I do want this wallet, though. Ah, it's empty. Come on. Nothing. I swear there was a silver bar around here. The silver bar is worth a pretty good amount of money, but maybe I was mistaken. Oh well, let's keep going.
What's going on? I see you!
What are you doing? You don't see me! I know there's a decent amount of salt around here, that's why I'm being a little bit more aggressive with the fireballs and what have you. You gotta get to me first, suckers! No, I'm not. I'm fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. You don't see me. Ah! What are you doing in here? Darn it. So this is what happens when you die. You lose a bit of your money and basically respawn.
What just happened?
Nothing you should think too hard about, trust me. Run! Wait, what? I heard the dude's suicide. Alright, maybe there was a turret or something, because that shouldn't have happened otherwise. There was a turret, of course. Here, that'll keep you busy. You have anything? Health kit? Sure, I'll take one. Kinescope. More important, if you swing around back here. I think it's somewhere back here. It might be on the front of the stage, actually. Yep, here it is. Alright, alright, alright. We get the picture. I'm getting away from you. Nah, it's gonna keep firing at me. See if I can get the... They really don't want me to play that Voxophone, do they? Wow. Shield to come back. Come on. Come on back. Thank you. There we go. Now we can play that Voxophone. Good grief. That's not it. Voxophones.
Comstock came by the wagon at dawn. Man was just... He just transfixed by my trophy scalps. Asked about the white ones there. I said, well, sir, if your quarry dwells in the jungle and beds down with the local color, why split hairs? Not a chuckle out of him. Either he ain't seen a man go native or maybe too many. Anyhow, now it's got me hunting down this Daisy Fitzroy. Hope he don't expect me to stuff and mount her. Yeah.
Creepy. You'll notice too that even when you respawn though, like the lockboxes were still there from all the people I killed before I went down, so those will actually still be available for you to pick up. It is possible though to put yourself in pretty much an unwinnable situation in this game, which is kind of a pain, where there's just, you know, not enough resources for you to basically survive. So you will have to be a little bit careful on that. I would suggest if you're following along and it's your first time playing, don't play higher than normal yet until you get used to the game mechanics. Okay, it's just saying it's low in general. Gotcha. Okay, let's see. Again, checking the Voxophones to make sure. Yep, we're good. Grab these. There should be a salt. Yep, medium vial of salt. And forward we go. That looks delicious. No sarcasm in that whatsoever. Not even a little. John Wilkes Booth. Nice. If we take a left in here, the Voxophone should be somewhere in this room. Hi. That it for enemies? Just the two dudes? Okay, just those three guys. After what you just went through, that doesn't seem like much of a fight by comparison, but, you know, to each his own. Here we are.
And when the Angel Columbia gave unto the founders the tools to build a new Eden, they did so without hesitation. For 85 years they prepared the way of the Lord. But when the great apostate came, he brought war with him, and the fields of Eden were soaked with the blood of brothers. The only emancipation he had to offer was death.
Let's see. More birds. Scare the birds. Not really looking for anything in particular here, just seeing what's useful. Man, this is just like gross. Why would you do this? Okay, so that's everything down here. Can we go through these doors or no? Okay, we're going up. It's hard to tell if they're doors or not. The shadows are a little dark sometimes in this game, and for that I am sorry. I don't know if I'm able to fix that. Maybe I am. Let's take a look. Graphics. Brightness settings. It says until the middle is barely visible. I'm fine with it being brighter than it should be, because it's easier for you guys to see. If it gets, like, disgustingly bright, then yeah, I'll move it back down, but I want you guys to actually be able to see the game at the same time.
The prophet led us into Peking, where we demonstrated to the sorrowful Lord the true mission of our
Sup, nerds?
And when the man
Burn, baby, burn! Oh, what on? Yo! Rude! Yeah, if you can get them all in that starting area, they have to like run because the staircases go left and right, gives you a massive advantage in dealing with that group of enemies. So, would highly recommend you try and do that, because it helps a ton. So, let's see what we've won. Well, what's our big prize for today, Johnny? That was a... It looked like a ghost, like trying to turn into a lockbox, I guess. Well, the big thing you've won is your first proper infusion, as well as this key to the chest. So, we already know where that goes. Can we grab this? Thank you. And I'm thinking health again. I don't think I'm gonna worry about shields for a while.
Feel better already.
I said I was going to, but like now I think about it more and more. As long as I'm careful with the shield, I can regen the shield. So that should be the next one, I believe. Let me make absolutely sure. Yes, it is. So while we're doing that, I'm going to go back, and I'm not going to cut. I'll just walk there, show you guys how to get back, because you can get back, even though it doesn't seem like it, and we'll listen to this on the way.
What exactly was the great Emancipator emancipating the Negro from? From his daily bread, from the nobility of honest work, from wealthy patrons who sponsored them from cradle to grave, from clothing and shelter. And what have they done with their freedom? Why, go to Victon and you shall find out. No animal is born free, except the white man. And it is our burden to care for the rest of creation.
I'm sure it is. Oh, hey, reinforcements. Your dick! Eat a dick! Oh god, there's a lot more reinforcements than I thought. Oh, thanks for the stuff, I guess. So heading back through. You'll get back to this point and think, well, wait, how am I supposed to get over the rooftops? You may not think you can, but you can actually hook back onto this. It does look like it's a bit far away, but you can, in fact, get back here. Now we've done that, let's head back down and claim our reward, shall we? It was in here, yes it was. Let's do it. Small vial of salts, small health kit, another infusion. See, we're sitting on 3 each. The number on here is what number you'd go up to if you selected it, so I could pick shield. I think I'm gonna go with... Ooh, that's a tough call. Go with health.